Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on which part of the world you are in or where you're watching from. But I would like to greet you all. Welcome to yet another edition of my podcast on grief. Here we answer questions that are asked by people. So the burning question for this week is, what do we do with the memories of the people that we have lost? Interestingly enough, that question, as I always say, has no one answer. There's several answers to that question. But I just want to put it out there that this is not a professional channel. All things that I say are based on my experience with grief. It is not professional at all. But I believe that the experience that I have with loss has taught me so much about grief. Very soon I'll go and study grief counseling because I think I've learned so much, and I think it's quite an area that's important in our day-to-day lives. So back to the answer to the question that I've been asked: what do we do with the memories? That's very difficult, yet very important. So I believe that when you're just grieved, in the first few months, those memories are the source of tears or are the cause of tears. Because when you think of that memory, your mind registers that you are not going to experience it again. So then you cry. You are crying because you will never experience that memory again. Or you are crying so much because that memory meant something big to you. That memory meant so much, especially when it happened. It meant so much to you. So you cry because you understand that you are never going to experience it again. So that is what happens with our memories when we're just grieved. And then, depending on the person that you've lost, if it's your twin, twins usually do things together. They can start something when they're in different locations, but just finish it exactly the same. So that memory now to you is you trying to do the same thing with your twin, but no one duplicating it or no one else doing it with you. So that just causes you heartbreak, that just causes you pain. And then when it's the loss of a spouse, usually spouses plan together, couples plan together. So you start missing. There's a gap because now you are doing things alone when you'd usually or normally do it together. So that causes you a lot of pain because decision making is solely dependent on one person. Yet before, you could sit down with someone, discuss, and find a solution. Sometimes the solutions or the proposals or your suggestions that you're bringing to the table are so funny that at the end of it, when there is a solution, you're wondering, but what was I thinking? But now you can be bound by your limited thinking that you do not want to make those bold decisions, and yet it is time for you to make those decisions alone. So the memories will make you cry because you know that that person is no longer there to guide you or to give you counsel. So sometimes you end up making the wrong decisions, or sometimes you hold on to the memory of a decision that you once made, which was only feasible at the time. And making that decision today would be off because when it worked then, or while it worked then, it wouldn't work at this particular time. But you're bound to do that because that's what's engraved in your memory. It's there and it's very clear that, oh, it worked then and today should work again. And then you find, boom, you're in trouble because you made a decision that could have worked then and not worked in the now. So as your loss grows older, for example, if you've been grieved for a lot longer period, you begin to hold on to that memory. It becomes so important because it is the only thing that you still have of that person. It is the only memory, and you know there's no new memory that's going to come. So you begin to treasure that memory so much, to a point that you do not want to forget it, to a point that you even record yourself if you have no recording of it. And Google has pictures, and after a while Google Photos will come, look at this memory, and you smile because you know that no new memory of that sort is going to come again. So you smile because that memory brings you joy. You smile because that memory brings you peace. So you hold on to that memory dearly. You safeguard it with your heart. You treasure it so much because it is never going to come again. So as your loss grows older, those memories are all we have and we hold on to. So we hold on to those memories dearly, like I said, and they fill the gap that's in our hearts. They fill the void that's in our hearts. So you treasure that so much. And sometimes when people pass away, we take little things, we take items of clothing, and we keep just to have to remind you of the time that thing was bought, or just to remind you that you had that person in your life. It may be jewelry, your watches, your necklaces, your bracelets. They take the important part, or they keep in the deepest part of your heart, where it is safe. That's where you keep it, where no one can take it from you, and you value it, you treasure it. But there is no point in keeping a memory of a watch and not wear it. So wear the watch. If you have lost somebody smaller or younger in terms of body size, and you can't fit that item of clothing, just keep it where you can, and for as long as you can, but don't collect until a point where that takes up most of your space, because it can also be a hindrance to your healing. Sometimes these memories will stop us from moving forward because we're holding on to what was, and which will stop us from moving forward. Please take note, I'm not saying don't hold on to something, don't hold on to a memory, but hold on to it as long as it is still healthy. When it becomes the only thing and you're obsessing over it, then that is another problem that you may need to get a solution to, because it should only be material. It shouldn't be too valuable that when you can't find it, you can't function. In the morning, you can't find that watch, and your body tells you that, no, there's something very important that is missing here. And you cry, you turn the whole house upside down just because you want to have a piece of that clothing. You just want that particular watch, but you've got other watches, so you can wear all the other watches, and you can wear it whenever you find it. It should not replace anything else that is of similar value, of similar importance. When it does that, then that memory has become bad for you. So you should be able to move on, even in the absence of having that item of clothing. So our memories are very important to us because they become a part of us. They fill that gap that will continue widening, and as your loss grows older, you start to feel like you're disconnecting from that person, because your heart has accepted that that person is not coming back. But your mind will tell you that you are forgetting this person. You are such a bad person because you're forgetting them. Were they not important to you? You begin questioning yourself. You begin second guessing yourself. You begin thinking that, so maybe I never loved them the way I was supposed to. But that is just you refusing to be comforted. You are holding on to a memory so bad that it becomes an idol. So, in as much as we are mourning, we need to understand that whatever pieces of clothing or items we have from the deceased, they're just there for us to continue remembering the part, or to continue remembering the gap they filled in our lives. Because that gap is hollow, because they've left a void, you fill it up with the good memories. But good memories are only that, good memories. So they shouldn't imprison you. They shouldn't imprison you. So to answer your question, what do we do with these memories? Use them whichever way you need to. First, to bring you closure on the loss of your loved one. That is for the first few months. And as you adjust to your loss, the memories are there to just fill the gap that the owner of the memory has left. So let's understand that our memories are good to help us heal, and also to just take care of the void that's in our hearts. So thank you so much for listening. I hope I've done justice to that question. And my friends, this journey is heavy. And I just want to thank you for supporting me on this journey. And I just want to thank you for keeping the questions coming. It also helps me heal. And hashtag we will heal. In my book, I talk about that. We will heal eventually. So to those that are freshly grieved, use those memories. And those that are now older in this grief journey, also use those memories to just fill up space. But if you forget the memory, then that's not a train smash. Keep living. God bless you. Bye.